about an hour. My damn britches rain. Alright, let's see. Alright.
I'm gonna hug you when you come in.
That's cool.
Slap some depth.
Already.
Just goddamn get in the vibe.
Oh yeah.
Just come on in when you get ready.
It's on already?
Yeah. You bet.
Already know what it is. Had to come show some blood on. Love you, man.
Love you too. So you came back, goddamn, sit down with us. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta come to the studio. This shit therapy.
Hey, I appreciate it, man.
But it's all love, man.
Yeah. We're gonna jump back into it.
Oh yeah, you know I'm already with that.
So, what was the hardest part to accept about doing your bid?
The hardest part for me was like, besides seeing my friends and stuff grow older, buying houses, taking trips around the world, I'm sitting here rotting away in the cell with the death of the family members. When the family members started dropping, that's when the shit got real for me. That's when the reality set in, like, damn, you gave it all up. And now you sitting here with this pain, all this pain in your chest. And goddamn, you can't do nothing but suck it out. So it was the family members dying. That's what wore me the fuck out the most. Hard to swallow that pill.
I think the first death was the death of your grandfather, right?
Right. But you know, I was out for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that out of all the deaths in the family, that one right there hurt me the most.
What was the one that shook you up the most?
It was that one, cause when I walked in the room and found him, you know what I mean, he was throwing up, vomiting. So that was the hardest one right there, cause that was my main man, 50 grand. So that was the hardest one. Holding him till the ambulance got there, then going back there in the hospital, he telling me, you know, finish school and remember everything I taught you. And then before we made it home, he died. So that was the hardest one. That's what I love the most out of all the family members.
Okay, I feel that.
Yeah.
What was I'm pretty sure you had a lot of dark times, and that's
On to my joint.
yeah, that goes without that goes without saying.
Yeah.
What you think was the craziest thing you ever seen when you was locked up?
I've seen some shit now. I've seen some shit. The thing that hurt me the most, I ain't even gonna say it might have been the craziest thing. I said the thing that hurt me the most was seeing the desperation of somebody wanting to get out so bad they try to escape. And seeing the guards in the gun tower shoot the man down on the fence. That one right there, seeing him get aired out, bullets in the back of his head, his back, and his body being entangled in the razor wire. And they left him there as he bleeding out. Got everybody face down on the ground, on the basketball court, the baseball field, wherever he was at on that prison yard. And they saying stay down on the ground. It's 90 degrees outside, you hot, sweating, burning up. Same time you hearing this man moan as he losing his life because he tried to escape. You know what I'm saying? Doing red call, and just to see how many times they hit him with them bullets through his back his head. Then they said they couldn't move his body till the SBI came, and they just left him entangled in the razor wire. Even when they finally let us go back inside, just left him just hanging in the razor wire like he was just a piece of toilet paper, just blowing in the wind.
Did you know him?
Yeah, I know we ain't roll too hard, but you know what I'm saying, we used to play chess against each other sometimes, stroll the yard with him sometimes, but you know, I don't want to say his name, out of respect for his family, but yeah, I you know what I'm saying, we kicked it though. Yeah.
Do you think you might know what was probably the motivation for why he wanted to, you know, did he have life or something or whatever, or what was his motivation for wanting?
He had 32 years, you know what I mean?
How far you think was he in on this bid?
About 7 years. Like a lot of times, guys will stay humble, they'll stay focused for a while because they have the hope of filing appeals, MAR, which is motion for appropriate relief. And but once guys exhaust those appeals, a whole new mentality kick in when they have to accept, okay, it ain't no getting out of this. Some guys' mind ain't strong enough to do it. So desperation sit in, it make you take a risk like that. That's what he did. He took that risk.
That's real sad. That's real sad.
Yeah.
What did the gambling scene look like? As far as I'm pretty sure I don't really know what was it low ball or dice or
Everything, yeah, I mean everything is going on in the streets. It's going on as far as gambling up in prison too. It's like its own little world. You got low ball, Texas Hold'em. I'm talking about any type of poker, like everything going down. You got cats in the corner rolling dice. You know what I'm saying? You can a lot of cats be having cash money too. You know what I mean? Don't matter how they get it. I can't explain all that. Due to people still doing their thing. But people niggas got real cash money, and niggas don't got money. You create chips and create it as if it is money, and then when you lose, you get on that phone, tell your people to push that, or if you got your own cell phone, just go into your cash app and push what you owe, and that's that. But it's big gambling going on. There's like a real bookie in there, So you playing numbers, parlays, betting on games, college football, the race, baseball, basketball, all that. You know what I'm saying? You got cats like might own their own table. They got a thing called Fish House. You know what I'm saying? So where everybody put their money down to play, and as the dude flipping the card, every time it's your turn, you're like a little fake horse racing. Yeah, that gambling scene real. So it's going down.
So they bet on the college football, NFL, NBA, whatever, all that.
Hockey, NASCAR, all that.
How high are the stakes in there when it comes to like what's the limit? What's the limit on the betting and all that? Like how high do the money go?
Oh no, I'm to the thousands. Well off to the thousands. Like
how high in the thousands?
Yeah, I'm talking about 7,000-8,000 easy. I'm talking about easy. You know what I mean? Cats. There's a lot of cats in prison with that guap, like a lot more
Savings
than what people know.
bonds. What?
You know what I'm saying? No, shit. Western Union's Cash App, Green Dot. Damn, some cats might tell you, hey, my girl gonna meet your girl at Bojangles. She gonna bring you that money I owe you. Or the bookie might say, look, I ain't got enough currency on me here, but I can send it to your people through MoneyGram, whatever, about 1,000. From little as you won $10 to you don't want thousands.
Yeah, that's deep right there.
Yeah, you got
that's big money shit. That's more than what cats on the streets do.
Oh yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? So,
cause you gotta remember this: how cats be pulling their time. Anything they can to distract themselves, they gonna do it. You got people that ain't never gambled in their life, but they gambling now just so they won't think about I got 10 years left.
Just to have something to do. Just to have a vice to get them through. Something, a distraction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, okay. If you could say, okay, like, what's the most extreme violence that you ever seen somebody go to over enforcing a bet when somebody wouldn't pay?
Oh, I seen a nigga get killed, lose his life over that. Like, old school nigga, been down about like 40 years at the time, I think. You know what I mean? Don't know if whatever happened with the case, but he did get charged. So, I ain't gonna say the name, but technically it was gambling, but it wasn't. He was like a loan shark, and he loaned somebody some money so they could place a bet. And they actually won the bet, but even if they didn't win the bet, they were supposed to pay the money back. But he knew that they won the bet, so he knew for a fact that the person could actually pay him his shit back, and he didn't. So some of them, some dudes in there, young and old, they like, yo, I'ma stick to the law. It ain't about the money, it ain't about how long I'm gonna have to stay in this hole, the trouble that's come with it, but you gonna respect me and everybody else gonna know to respect me. So he went to him. Dude was on the phone, sitting down in the chair, and without even talking, he just walked up behind him, started stabbing him all in the back of the head. He ended up stabbing him in the neck a few times, and the swelling in his neck somehow compressed on his spine. That started to damage his brain somehow. airlifted him up out of there. They made a helicopter land on the prison yard. He got up in the helicopter, flew up out of there. The old man was so G with the shit, he ain't try to go hide, no nothing. He walked straight up to the police, was like, yo, I'm the one did this to this man, let's ride. And that was the last time I seen him. So, but yeah, that's how some people giving it up. You know, he knew he probably gonna stay in the whole 5-6 years for it. Probably do some, get some more time. But like I said, he already been down 40 years. You know what I'm saying? Like 70 something. What the fuck can you do to somebody with a mind state like that? But their story gonna ring bells from prison to prison to prison. Everybody that was at that prison who got a phone gonna call cats at the next prison and let them know, like, boy, guess what the hell just happened? So and so just did this. And then the cats who don't have no phone, when they do ship to another prison, they gonna tell stories about what was going on in the last prison. So whenever you do get out the hole, mother gonna be like, boy, that's the one killed such and such on the phone. And it's gonna go down just like that. And niggas gonna know how to play with them. Yeah.
It's gonna go down straight like that.
Just like that.
It's gonna go down like that. That's just is what it is.
Yeah.
If you could say you ever seen a time where a dude, well, you know what I'm saying, a dude was ever like going crazy over a guard or whatever, and you know what I'm saying, crashed out or whatever.
Talking about like in love?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You ever seen something like that?
Oh yeah, man. Be some suckers for love, man. You know, like, you know, some of these guards, you know, they give you some play, you know, and whether it's just conversation, fucking, you know, so just bring you food, whatever. But once they get to the sex, you ain't no far.
What kind of food though?
No,
what kind of food?
She a home cooked Olive Garden. You know what I mean? Bringing it all. You know what I'm saying? If you got their heart, you got their heart. But a lot of guys don't want to face the reality that this woman is still going home to another man 9 times out of 10. It's not really your girl. It's kind of like how some people say it.
Well, just going home, period.
Right, going period. Like me, like I don't say this, but some people who work say, I got my real girlfriend at home. I got like a work girlfriend, you know what I mean, or whatever. But like, it's just like, yo, when she come to work girlfriend, like this ain't really your girl. Like she going home doing whatever she want to do. You gonna be stuck in this fence. But then they catch feelings so fast, they ain't got no girl visit them or whatever, or you know, they think it's really like they girl don't want to see old chick talking to nobody else, or you know, if other dudes try to talk to her, they try to tell her, "Brother, my girl, like don't talk to her." You know, it's sucker for love. So I seen a guy felt like the chick was his chick. She fed him a couple times. He hadn't even hit it. You know what I mean? I knew he hadn't hit it. You know what I mean? So dude I was kind of cool with out of Rocky Mount, North Carolina. He was really like shipped in, she was feeling him, whatever. You know, he had that swag, and he actually started hitting her. So the original guy who thought the girl was gonna be his because he got some food, he you know, because he got some food, you know, he
got him a little sausage biscuit.
Right. He just before they took it from us, they took our baby oil. He put that Johnson baby oil, some of that water, re-rocked it in the microwave till it was boiling. Wait till my man came out and said, hit him with that splash. You know what I'm saying? Peeled them pink. You know what I'm saying?
What they call that? What do they call that?
When
they do that, what they call that?
That's when you getting bombed, man. You got bombed. They put that nuke on you. You know what I mean? You got to hit that nuke bomb. Put you put that Vaseline or you put that baby oil in that water, let it cook. Let it cook up. Get to whatever degrees you need to get to peel you like a potato. For real.
Damn.
So yeah, I just seen that. I'm like, dang, you about to go the whole 2 years. Better be on lockup for 2 years for some pussy you ain't even smell.
Yeah,
you ain't even
smell
smell it.
No nothing.
You know what I'm saying? You got a couple meals, about 4 meals out the deal. And it was your lady.
Damn.
And the beat goes on.
So, on a serious note.
Yeah.
On a serious note, I want to ask you this question right here. Like, on the yard, you know what I'm saying? Have you ever seen, like, well, some shit get real to where it's like it might end up being a riot situation or something like that, where it's
shit,
like,
I done been in a riot situation.
Yeah. It's like some shit where it might be like it might just be more than a 1v1, and some shit get to where it might be like a lot of people that's gonna go in like on some simple shit, like or just anything. Like some motherfuckers might just be ready to go to war or some shit, man, and it get real.
Oh shit, man! I can give you shit, 50 of them stores. The first one I ever seen when I was in max custody was started over a fucking mop bucket. Believe it or not,
God
you know what I
damn.
mean. So you had first shift in the kitchen would come in and work, and then before they leave, second shift would come into the kitchen. And when second shift would come to the kitchen, they would serve short line. Short line is when the kitchen staff say, let's feed our workers before we feed population real fast. So you kind of get a little extra cookies, 2, 3 extra hot dog, whatever. So long story short, uh, uh, first shift and second shift all being at the same time. So you're talking close to 70, 80 people because there's a lot of staff, a lot of prison staff on, prisoner staff on first and second shift. So it was a Mexican named Nyquil, and he actually was my dog. You know what I mean? You ask him like, why they call you Nyquil? He'll tell you quick, cause I'll put you to sleep. And he was one of the janitors in the kitchen, and somebody had used his mop bucket after he had already made some fresh mop bucket water. So he was like, yo, bro, you done dirtied up the water. Go ahead and change that. So it was somebody from first shift that had used the mop water that belonged to Nyquil, who had just came in on second shift getting his supplies ready. So the dude was like, bro, just some fucking mop water, chill out with that shit. Now, there's a lot of black people working in the kitchen, a lot of Mexicans working in the kitchen, because when you get in the kitchen, you know what I'm saying, you're going to be in there 8-9 hours like a real job. So your main thing is to try to get your homeboy in there. So everybody trying to get they click in there. So it's a lot of Mexicans, a lot of blacks. So you know what I'm saying, they pushing Sir 13 or MS 13, whatever, if they Salvador. Then you got Bloods and Crips. So you know what I'm saying, Bloods and Crips don't always see eye to eye, but you know it's gonna merge together if you go to the war with the Mexicans, whatever.
Black.
Right, the black gonna kick in, and you know what I'm saying. Once that happened, it started going back and forth. The dude who dirtied up the mop water, for some reason, picked up a loaf of bread and smacked Nyquil in the head, and the fireworks went off in that bitch. Like, you know, motherfuckers swinging broomsticks, tackling motherfuckers, shit, throwing food. You know what I'm saying? And that was like, yeah, it was like that. So, like the time we had the mop bucket handle where you could squeeze the water down, they took them up out of there, you know, and most smack somebody in the head with that. Staff trying to break it up, they spraying mace, they spraying the other staff, you know what I mean? 'Cause they just wanted to stop, so they spraying back and forth. Everybody coughing, now everybody can't breathe, and they took everybody in the kitchen to the hole. Everybody went. Me too. Everybody went up in the motherfucker, and I was in the back unloading the truck, but I went to the hole for the shit too. That was the first ride.
What go on in that hole? I want to know what.
Oh, that hole or something.
Was that your first time ever going to the hole?
No, my first time was when they tried to make me get Nichols with everybody when my first got to prison. That was the first whole trip, but nah, that wasn't the first time.
Let's get into that.
It wasn't the last neither.
Let's get into that. The first time going to the hole. What?
No, I mean, you know.
I think you touched on that a little bit.
Yeah, I did. First, little ass room, you know what I mean?
What's in there?
Shit. She ain't got nothing but your bed, toilet, and a sink. The toilet and the sink together made out of metal. And that bed, that's it. You ain't got no chair in the motherfucker. You got your little mattress, no pillow.
Do they take that mat? Do it like far as like in in the county, goddamn, they take the motherfucking
county
mat.
jail, they gonna take that mattress.
Do they take that mat in the motherfucking hole?
No, they don't take it unless you start like kicking the door, all that. As they start putting you, you know what I mean, put you in full restraints. That's chain around your waist, shackles on your ankles, handcuffs on you. And it's all connected to your waist. You can barely move. Or they'll chain you down to a bed. Like they got certain beds with holes built in the frame of the bed, where if you show out too much, they'll chain you to the bed. There's ways they can chain you to the bed and leave you there for so many hours. Or they'll put you on this shit called neutral loaf. That's a way for them to punish you when you show out a lot too. Neutral loaf is them saying they're not going to give you normal food no more. So neutral loaf, and I know exactly what's in it because I worked in the kitchen, and the kitchen sends it up to the hole. like say for example, they have hamburger patties today, which they disgusting. They have hamburger patties. You ain't getting no hamburger patty, none of that shit. They take turnip greens, corn, maybe collard greens, black eyed peas, all this, and they put it all in a bowl, a bunch of vegetables, and they just mash it together, like just mush it together.
What,
Might use a spoon,
gloves,
gloves, or they'll use a spoon, just mixing it all together, just all these vegetables.
like
Then they'll
mush.
form it out into like the shape of a honey bun. They'll put
shit.
it in the oven. And when they put the shit in the oven, they'll bake it to where it's crispy and thick like this. This will be your meal. They only got to get this to you twice a day. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 3 times a day, but you get that, and they're saying this is enough nutrition for your body for you to still live.
Cause they have a nutritionist.
And it ain't have no taste to it. It ain't no seasoning added. Just all the vegetables together, and it's baked into like a honey bun shape, and it's thick and crispy. And they send that up there to you as punishment, and that'll be your meal, that and water. If y'all think I'm lying in this interview, ask somebody who's been in prison. Like some guys only went 3 months, 6 months, so they ain't seen this level of security. They ain't seen this level of violence. I'm telling you, Nutriloaf is real.
What level of security is this? What you talking about?
Oh, no, they can give you Nutriloaf in any hole, but usually it's when you're in close custody max, where they'll have somebody showing out enough where they end up getting that Nutriloaf. But you can get it in minimum custody too. Yeah, they'll get to you, but it's rare to see somebody acting like that where they can get that. But it's on the menu.
So you ever have to go fishing in the hole? You ever had to go fishing in the hole? Like, you know what I'm saying? You know they go fish, they see
Oh yeah.
books and they see your books and pictures and whatever the fuck they got
See,
them do.
I went to the hole one time for 6 months.
What level of custody was
I was still in max. I went to the hole for 6 months.
max custody?
Yeah, I was max, close custody.
How long
max.
was you in max custody? I ain't trying to.
Oh shit! I stayed in that bad baby about 4 years before I finally moved down. But I went back a couple times too for getting in trouble with medium custody. I got bumped back. But yeah, like I'm in the hole for 6 months. You know what I mean? I got jammed up for a confidential informant. You know, I was in there getting my own money. You know what I'm saying? I worked in maintenance. The maintenance man, he was doing his thing for me. My people would meet him, and you know, he whoop de whoop. So they came, searched my stuff. You know what I'm saying? One day after work, tore my stuff up, strip searched me. They ain't find nothing. Still put me in the hole for 6 months. Said a confidential informant that has been used in the past and found to be reliable stated that I was introducing drugs to a state facility. They gave me 6 months on what they call ICON.
Was you?
Yeah, I was doing it. You know what I mean? Had to get that bag. So they gave me 6 months on intensive control. ICON stand for intensive control. So if you on intensive control and you catch a write-up, that starts the whole 6 months over. You could be about to get off in 5 days. If you catch that write-up, it starts all the way over. So, you know, I'm up there at the time. We still had cigarettes in prison where you could buy them off the canteen. So I tear my sheet. I had a home front from Winston named Loco, the Crip dude. He was the janitor in there. So he would come and give me packs of Tops tobacco. I already rolled the cigarettes up, and I buy food off people's trays. Like, yo, bro, let me get that burger. Let me get that. So
how much was that shit worth?
What that shit? What a pack of Tops tobacco was 77 cents at the time back then.
No, I'm talking about what you was selling it for. How much was it worth though?
Oh, it was just whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like 3 stamps a cigarette. Stamps, like real stamps that you put on the letter. That's a form of currency too. You get 100 of them, you can sell them for $30, whatever, because it's discount price from what somebody will pay if they buy it out the canteen store. But yeah, laying on my stomach all day fishing. You take the sheets, take you like an envelope, put a bunch of papers in the envelope, seal it back, put a hole at the end of the envelope, tie the string through, lay on your stomach and slide it under the door. You can slide it all the way down. Somebody slide their little fishing line down, their envelope connect with yours, pull it in, pull the cigarettes in, hook the food to their bag or the stamps, and I pull it back and just do that. That's how I was able to do shit while I was still on lockup behind the door and couldn't come the fuck out. Yeah.
So it was, I know you was talking about, this off camera, you know what I'm saying? We was talking about how much, as far as like, what was like a chapstick cap or some shit like that?
Yeah.
How you sold the tobacco or whatever?
Yeah.
And how much a chapstick full of tobacco? How much was that shit?
Chapstick.
A
Weed.
chapstick. Oh,
And that's $40.
that's
If
$40.
you can take a cap, off a regular chapstick, take the cap off, whatever amount of weed you can fit in it, that's $40 on a lot of yards, a lot of prison yards. That's $40. So you can take 1 ounce and get about 75 to 80 caps off of that, and out of 75 to 80 chapstick caps out of an ounce of weed, and sell them for $40 a piece. See a few grand, easy.
Easy.
Yeah, easy. So some niggas like to call home, ask their people for money, wear their pockets out. Some niggas like to be on the receiving end of that guy making that call and get into that bag. Yeah.
That's dope.
Oh yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. So, last question I want to ask you, you know what I'm saying, before we wrap it up, I want to ask you, what do it feel like having what did it feel like having to produce violence? You know what I'm saying? When you didn't want to, when you feel like it could have been another way to go about it, to rectify the situation. You know what I'm saying? What?
Me, I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. You know what I mean? Anybody that know me, that really know me, know that I'm one of the coldest niggas in the city. Niggas know not to play with me, none of that. The niggas know I'm gonna give it up like a dog, for real. It's nothing for me to turn up, mash that gas, add that ass out, flatline or whatever. But you still gotta have a peace of mind. And waking up every day, having to be on go time, is not normal. It's kind of like being a soldier at war. Every day they gotta be prepared to kill. Every day they gotta be on point. Every day they gotta watch their back. Every day they gotta watch that line, that landfill.
I ain't trying to wait. I ain't trying to put them in the mindset. Walk them through it.
So you wake up, you in your cell, you got your cell to yourself. You brush your teeth, washing your face, start hearing the noise outside your cell in the day room is basically like a TV room. When you pop this door, get the staff to pop this door and go out here, your antennas gotta be on 1,000. You gotta be sharp because you don't know what's going on. You don't know who envying you. You don't know who done been sent to get at you. So once you walk out this cell, shit real. So all day is no peace because you in here with a bunch of strangers. You got guys from Charlotte, Greensboro, High Point, Rocky Mount, guys from down by the beach, Monroe, small towns you never heard of. But these guys got these hidden agendas. Some of them jealous of you because you get into the bag. Some of them jealous of you because you proved them wrong yesterday when y'all was talking about sports and he didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. This nigga went to sleep, he couldn't let it go. He want to bust your head. But you don't know this man feel like this. So you always got to keep your eyes moving. I be on FaceTime right now talking to people as I'm driving sometimes. I have hooked them a little thing and people keep telling me, stop moving your eyes so fucking much. And I'm like, what you talking about? They be like, your eyes just constantly be watching everything. It's like that when I go in Walmart. People be irritated with me who co with me like, man, what the fuck is wrong with you? But I had to do it for so long watching my back in prison to make sure I can see it and be able to just do this interview today that it still haven't left me. Because all it takes is to not be on point one day for a couple seconds and your motherfucking life gone.
We ain't gonna stop. We gonna keep going. We gonna keep talking.
Life gone.
We ain't gonna stop. We gonna keep going.
Already
we gonna
bring
got
that
down
shit.
We gonna talk about this shit. So, if you could take one thing back that you had to motherfucking do just for fucking survival, what would that be?
While I was in the joint.
Yeah. If it had to be a time you had to produce violence when you really didn't want to. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
It ain't too much, is it?
No, it ain't too much.
It ain't too much.
There was a day I was about to go to visitation. I knew that the people coming to visit me was already on the highway, had already left their house. They gassed up, took the day off work to come see me. And don't get me wrong, I was thankful and grateful for every visit I ever got. Anytime somebody took the time to come see me. But one of my best friends had gotten into a situation. And it wasn't even at the violence level yet, not that I thought. And I was trying to tell him, look, bro, this ain't even worth it. Let it go. It was dealing with money. And as I was telling him this, another cat that was like my partner fell out with this one guy. And as I'm telling my partner, man, fuck this nigga, let him have that shit. That shit short shit. Don't let him do no more dealings with you. His friend told me shut the fuck up and all that. So now here I am ready to go to visit, knowing my family coming up the highway to come see me. And so I told him, like, you know what I'm saying, make me shut the fuck up, my G. Like, come on, bring, you know what I'm saying, what's up? So he started talking about what all he'll do. And, you know, I ain't backing down from no man. I don't care, like T.I. say, you know, 5'9" with the soul of a 6'4" nigga. Or what else T.I. say? He say, even if I'm all alone or standing with 4 niggas, tell them jump. You're going to have to give it to me. So I told the nigga, bring the pain. So here it is, the situation ain't mine. Here it is, I know the nigga who I'm arguing with, he ain't no sucker nigga as far as like the violence I know he willing to produce. And my family on the way. And I know that once this shit take off, that visit gone, I'm going to the hole, and the whole situation wasn't even mine in the first place. I'm trying to be a good G and tell my motherfucking partner, let it go. All I was doing was giving positive advice to my friend to pipe that shit down, let it go, and now here it is. So dude swung on me, we started tussling back and forth. I got the best of them, you know what I mean? Got on top of them, airing them out. They saying, break, the police coming. Police wasn't even coming. When they say break, that means like, you know, police on the way, 12 coming, y'all stop so you won't get caught. So that's the only way you stop. So we stopped, but one of his friends said, break, because they knew I was getting the best of him. They gave him enough time. He went to his locker. He went and got him a lock. He put a real master lock inside of a sock and another sock. I peeped the move that he gonna try to hit me in the head with the lock. People die from this. So I go back to the little high spot me and my crew had, grab one of my knives, you know, we call them bangers. When he got my banger, and he come at me, he swing. Hit me in the shoulder here, swung it again because he was tall, dude like 6'4". He swing it again, you know what I'm saying, hit me on the side of the head, actually dazed me. But by this time I'm close enough. I went on and, you know, got the pluck in that thing, you know what I'm saying, gunned him down. That's another way of saying stab. So that was one of the times where I was like, damn, I wish I wouldn't even said nothing. Should have just went to fucking visit. This wasn't even my situation. I let my family down. You know, it wasn't enough for me to take that trip to the hole, which that sucks. But you hate letting the people down that love you, because then they start to stop believing in you. Like, damn, like you want to stay in there? But they don't understand when you don't live in that environment. If you don't produce some days, it can make it worse for you the next day. So that was the one time I really wish I wouldn't have did nothing or got into no shit. Yeah.
All right, so we got into a whole lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? We talked about a whole lot of shit and shit. We got a whole lot more shit to talk about on another damn day. We ain't gonna get all to them right now.
Yeah, all the real.
Can't get all to them right now, so I guess we'll talk about it another time. I guess we'll goddamn get into the rest of the shit on Part 4. How you feel?
That water gonna kill me.
Nah, it ain't.
Nah, but the way I feel, every day I wake up, I feel like a champ. I don't care how much money I don't got in my pocket. I don't care how hard I get in my job. I don't care, you know, if my kids, you know, ain't doing how I see fit or whatever. Another day above that ground. Another day to breathe, to be able to hug my kids. Another day to be able to hug my brother, right here doing this interview. Another day to be able to eat what I want to eat. Lay in a comfortable bed.
Go on the refrigerator.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, pop that refrigerator. Take a shit in the bathroom without somebody else being in there. That's another day of me feeling like a champ. Like another day of peace, another day of happiness. You know, I'm so thankful. The smallest things can't get to me. The biggest things can't get to me. Because I feel like I done been tested to the max. So as long as I'm out here and I'm free and I'm alive, I'm breathing, happy as hell. Happy as hell. Yeah, man. Just keep pushing. No matter how hard the day get, I keep pushing. Yeah.
That's good for his head. Don't get out to him right now.
Oh, really?
We'll talk about it a little bit more on the next one.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that'll conclude this.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you coming through. I appreciate you goddamn
always
chopping
come
it up
through
and
the
all that
studio.
shit, man. Shit, this is shit we'll talk about just bullshit. This is shit we'll talk about just goddamn on a fucking phone call or whatever, man. We keeping it real on this one, man. This shit is goddamn, you know what I'm saying? We ain't editing none of that shit, man. I appreciate you coming through, bro.
Oh, yeah, man. We always
Can't wait
keep
till
it
you
raw
stop
with
through.
honor.
On the next one.
Yeah, already.
All right.
No,
Love you, bro.
yeah, love you too, fam.
All right.
Love you, man.
I love you too, bro.
For real.
No doubt. You already know.
This the nigga who taught me how to string my shoes up, man. For real. Nigga taught me how to string my shoes up.